Hello, everybody. Let me get the chat up here quickly. Okay. Hello, everybody. It is the 3rd of May. Yes, it is. Doom and gloom out here in New Jersey today. Cloudy and
Raining
looks like
here
it's
all
going to
morning.
rain. Yeah, same weather as Michigan. Um, Thanks for coming. As I say, as you see, they're pumping out videos every day about O Connect, O Trim, O everything. Okay, so we're still flying ahead. Um, Tonight is Oron. I'm not sure what the theme is, but it's at 9 o'clock. And then he's combined with Omino. A lot of people going through some struggles. Obviously, we want to keep in our prayers. I mean, it's everywhere I go. It seems like somebody has some kind of issue, and that's part of life. And the thing with Onpassive is, the more people you meet, the more people you see with issues. So that's the downfall of it. But we stick together, pray together, laugh together, cry together. It's just part of life, and it's the part. Some parts of it suck, but we're getting very close to slamming this thing to the floor, the gas pedal, and I believe lives will be changed. I think we'll be part of history in the making, which is mind blowing, and we're all going to be able to say, "I was there when." And that is so cool. I really think we're gonna look back at that and say, "Wow, yeah, I was there when this happened, when that happened." So I'm fortunate. I'm very happy that I bumped into this company, or it bumped into me over 5 years ago. I wouldn't want to do anything different, not at all. I don't miss the MLM playing that game. I don't miss the game. I love marketing, but I don't miss the game. I don't I don't like the idea how so many people get used and abused, and Unpassive is so clean and ethical, and they really, we all know this, at least everybody in Unpassive should know it by now, is the company's out to take care of all of us and some. And actually, the company's using us as tools in a cool way where we can bless the world. How? Well, fill up your pockets, fill up your cabinets, fill up your gas tank. Maybe you want to change where you live. But then when you have the resources, just think about how many people and things and people and ideas that we can do and help change this world one step at a time. I think that's pretty powerful. There's a lot of people in history, individuals that did a lot, but just imagine a whole movement, hundreds of thousands of people with that same thought, that same ambition, and then given the resources to do it. I don't know about you, but boom. And a lot of the resources will be in on passive, and we don't even know it yet. I mean, think about some of the stuff we've even heard about, just hinted about. Oh, Joy, Oh, Academy, Oh, Staff. I mean, we see Oh, Connect, mind boggling, beautiful. And just be ready, get tapped in. Don't worry about when this thing's gonna hit the pedal to the metal. Be worried about having your seatbelt on. Be ready. Do everything you need to make sure you're ready. And because I know people are still asking questions about things that probably should have been addressed a long time ago. Anyway, it's Friday, like I said. Tomorrow, Collins, I believe, will come on with us. We'll do a little Q&A if we can. That's what the plan always is. And I'm going to turn it over to Chris, and then we'll wrap it up.
Thank you, Marty. Good morning, brother. Yeah, I got some pretty, I'm going to say some people's names right now. They're going to need prayers. All of them are important to me. There's no one greater than the other, but there is one today. But Caesar Chacon, if I said your last name right, I know his father's in the hospital. He needs prayers. Tim Johnson is having eye surgery Monday. Thank you, Anna, for letting me know that. Say some prayers for him tomorrow. I also believe that Jennifer Hickinson is having surgery there today or tomorrow. We're praying out for her. Fahir Josephine Arcasa is coming out of the hospital from a procedure, and we pray for her. This is a big one for me. Tim Dillon. Tim Dillon, I was called by Viviana Rodriguez yesterday, and he's got serious issues. His liver is pretty much gone. It's dying. Either it's cancerous, he's diseased. She reached out to me. She sent me his information to call him. I left a message with the trivia team to give him a ring. I rang him this morning. I know Minnow did. I think Julie did. A few other people did. And he wants to hear from anybody who wants to call him. He's pretty much by himself. He's scared. I don't believe in giving up on anything myself. I had talked to him. Now, when you call him, the number, it's in the Minnow group. When you call him, you're going to have to wait a couple minutes until you get an operator, and then just say, please connect me to Tim Dillon's room. And that'll go right to his room. But it does take a couple minutes. He's in really good spirits for what it's worth. And all he really wanted to do was talk about Onpassive. Like, no, Tim, I'm calling to talk to you, just to talk to you. And it's just, this guy needs a lot of prayers right now. So I ask anyone that, wants his number, that wants to call him, you can either send me a message or go into the old Minnow group, and Minnow put it in there. He's talking in like different levels because I believe he's on medication, but he's clear-minded. And I'm asking you for all your prayers for Tim and all the other individuals I asked. There's probably more. Right now, he's in a state that is not good. So he needs his prayers. And that's what I love about Onpassive. The greatest thing I did today was talk to Tim, was get people sending me people that needed prayers. To me, that's a big accomplishment right off the rip. And because of Onpassive, I wouldn't know any of these things. If I can get up and pray for people that I know are sick or need it, that's huge to myself and Marty. I know that. I do thank you for letting me know. Sometimes I might miss someone. I apologize for that, but I still say prayers for them. It's a tough one, guys. Myself, Marty, have become very good friends. We were talking about this on trivia last night, how we've all become so close. A few of us have met in the past couple years, but how we meet every single night and play this crazy game called trivia. And we became very good friends. Yep, we argue like family, we laugh like family, and we cry like family. And this is one of those times that, it hurt a little bit with Tim. So that's why I love Onpassive. Right now, if I was to say I never made a dime from Onpassive, which isn't true, but it gave me the ability to pray for people that maybe have no friends or no relatives or no one around them. That's the greatest thing in the world. That's a plus for Onpassive. All the other companies I hear people go through, I don't necessarily hear people praying, and I don't know that 100%, but I hope they do. But this family is a bit. It's a different animal. It's togetherness, it's love, it's passion. We do whatever we can to help people out, and I love that about Onpassive. And that's the way I look at it. The greatest thing I did all week was say these prayers for these people, these individuals today. And every single day I wake up. I would never have that ability to pray for people except for privately if I wasn't in Onpassive, if that makes sense to you. All over the world, I get to say prayers for people who are sick or just need some comfort. That's what Onpassive made me. All right. I didn't just become this. Onpassive turned me into something different that I needed to look at myself for. Is a big prayer I ask every day is make me a better man. Each breath I take, every time my eye blinks, let me become a better person, a better man to help people out. And praying for them right now, it to me is a lot of help. And with all you guys praying, miracles happen every day. So that's what I got today. Like I said, if you want that number, send me a private message. Takes a couple minutes, and we'll just go for it. If you got a birthday, happy birthday! But it's today. It's about just praying for people that we love and we're close to. So, Marty, back to you.
Yeah, it's pretty sad the more we hear about it. And I've known Tim since I've been in here. First webinar I've ever went to, Tim was on it, I believe. Good guy, super good guy. Pray for him. Uh, God could do anything. I know. I've lived. I've seen it personally. He's done it for me. I shouldn't be here. Um, there's been plenty of opportunities I shouldn't have been here. Let's put it that way. And thank God, he said, "No, you're not coming here yet. I got stuff to do. I got to share on passive and build, push love around the world because there's plenty of hate. So it's a big battle to get people to care for each other and not look for negative, not look for going after somebody, or when you first meet somebody, the first thing in your mind is, what don't you like about them? You know, I mean, that's disgusting. For me, it's disgusting. And yeah, I've met a lot of people. I've got upset with people. I always try to go back and say, I'm sorry. Because it's life's too short. And people forgive people. That's what we're supposed to do. You know why? We sin, we do stupid things, we make mistakes. That's who we are. We're about as flawed as you can get. We're probably the whole only living creature on the planet that makes more mistakes than anything else. Animals don't make mistakes like that. They don't go out and hurt somebody deliberately. If they're hungry, they eat, they kill it, and they eat it. That's different. But we kill people mentally, physically, um, spiritually. Just it's sad, and I'm hoping we can work on that. I know Onpassive in general has done that. That's why where I could be somewhere else, I'm not. I hang out with Onpassive people because we all feel the same way, and that's so cool. We really do. And I mean, we feel the same way whether there's a language barrier or not. Because there's one thing about hate and love. You don't have to speak the language to feel it. You don't. But I found out a long time ago when I used to travel around the world for my company, the company I work for, that all the hate and stuff and bias of other countries and the bad things you heard about them, I would I went to a lot of them, and it was nothing like I thought it was. And I wish everybody could travel. Maybe with Unpassive you will, but go to these countries where you hear things that, oh, this company's evil, this and this company did that. This country, it's not true. Not the people. A few bad apples. Some of them are government, but in general, people, they all think about the same thing. They want health, prosperity. They think about their family. They want the best school for their kids. They want education. And then some people would love just the basics. And I think if we work from the bottom up, give people basic things that they should have: water, food, clothes, a house, something to cover their head. Let's start working on getting them a job or a business or something, and repair this mess. It's a mess. With all this money floating around, I forgot what Mr. Mufareh said, but I think you could fix poverty or something for $28 billion a year. That's, guys, that's peanuts. Yeah, for me and you personally, it's not. But the money floating around the world, and we can't. I don't know. We're going to work on it. We're going to work on it together. Like I want to tell everybody, you really can't go out and talk to anybody else until you fall in love with yourself and believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself that you can, you will, and you should, and you deserve to be here, you really can't go out and express your feelings to others. No, I don't think I'm perfect. I'm a fat guy, goofy looking. Sometimes I make big mistakes. I hang around really bad people. Just kidding. But anyway, the point is, when you get to know you and you believe in you and you believe in the company, sharing anything would be easy. People say, I don't know how you talk so much about my past. I run out of stuff. No, you wouldn't. Think about something you love. You never run out of what to say. You could talk about your kids, your dog, your puppy, whatever you have that you really love for hours. Everybody can. And I guarantee this, Don't manufacture love. Find out what's really going on in the company the best you can. Find out what the core of the company is, and you will fall in love with it. And when you fall in love with it, the knowledge will just pour into your head. I remember as a young kid, looking at the Bible for the first time, I said, I don't understand this. And then finally, I read a part where seek and ye shall find. I'll give you the words, I'll give you the understanding, an understanding that just baffles everybody else. I'll give you a peace that passes understanding. What does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. My mother lost one child at 20, and 2 years later, she lost the other one. And she would be sitting in a room content. Did it bother her to rip her apart? Yes. But she had a peace because she looked for that peace outside from God. And I'm learning now how wise my mother really was. Of course, when you're 20, 15, 17, you think you know everything and you know nothing. So, but we're in a company together. I've learned a lot from a lot of people. Um, all of us, whatever religion you might be, pray for the Mufarehs, pray for the company, because what we think is hard and difficult, they wish they had. Because what they're doing is hard and difficult, trust me. Because they're trying to build something that goes against the flow of the world. The flow of the world, I got mine, you get your own. Now, it's just the way it is. And all of a sudden, this gentleman comes up with his wife and says, how about if we share the wealth? In fact, how about if we do all the heavy lifting and still share the wealth? How about if we spend all the money? We pay all the bills, we do all the stuff in the background, and we still share the revenue. That's absolutely insane. So when somebody tries to tell you, whether it's a family member, a cousin, an uncle, aunt, well, you're this, you're that, you know what you are. You know what Onpassive is. What they say has no weight. They have no idea what they're saying. And do yourself a favor, don't spend hours trying to talk them into it. That is the biggest waste ever. The day will come, well, they'll see it, they'll hear it when they, from somebody else, probably not you, because family doesn't listen to family. They'll come back and say, hey, Chris, is this business I saw on TV that they're really blowing up all over the place of how great it is and how it's helping so many people? Is that the one you told me about 5 years ago? Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're kidding. I thought it was this, I thought it was that. I know. Some people thought people in history were this and this and this. Jesus, to some people, was no good. Nelson Mandela, he was no good, spent 30 years in jail. Martin Luther King, he was no good, one guy killed him. Bobby Kennedy, he wasn't that good, somebody killed him. That's sad. But in history, if you look, they were really good. So we got a good team going. We got a big core. And listen, everybody watching this, there's room for you. There's room for everybody. We didn't even get started yet. So find somebody that's on passive, get their registration, sign up for free, and come join us. You need it. You're going to be glad you did. Being around people that are like you, care about things like you, love one another. Look at the glass like it's half full, not half empty all the time. Just negative and nagging, and so it takes so much energy out of you. Passive is an energy booster from morning till night. No joke. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have Passive. No joke. No joke. With all that's going on in my life, no doubt about it. Now I have God. Thank God I have God. But outside that, in life, walking the planet here, I could not imagine going any day without Passive. No way. Anyway, I'm done. Chris, are you done?
I just want to repeat the individuals we need to pray for today because we had some latecomers. Caesar Chican's father's in the hospital. Tim Johnson's having eye surgery tomorrow. I think Jennifer Dickens is having either surgery today or tomorrow. Fahir, Josephine, and Sess, if I said that name wrong, is coming out of surgery. Tim Dillon, especially, going through some serious stuff. He needs a lot of prayers. Everyone needs prayers, but just please keep him in your prayers. And if you want to call Tim, and someone's asking about how do we get on the trivia, it's a private thing. We don't put it in the back office. But if you want it, we can send it to you and get you in the old Minnow group. If you're not in the old Minnow group, that's usually where she posts it. So
get a hold of me, Minnow, get a hold of Chris, get a hold of me, get a hold of somebody. Anybody can play trivia.
yeah,
Anybody.
women. We actually changed the way we did it last night, and it turned out to be pretty good. And we had teams. It wasn't women against men. We made actual teams and 2 captains, which was Eric and Marty. And it turned out pretty cool. It was like a practice run, but it was fun. So I can't say we crushed the ladies anymore. We lost. Marty, you left. Me and Raphael made a comeback at the end, and we brought it, I think, the positive numbers rather than the negative we had.
I had to go.
It was 9. We were -9. I think it was Minnow, put the score in here. I think it was like 16-11.
Somebody, my things happened here late. I had to get off. By the way, we're going to go, and don't forget, Ron tonight, Ron/Omino. Not sure what it's about. Doesn't matter. Go there anyway. It's usually a lot of fun. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Probably have Collins on, and we'll do Q&A a little bit if we can.